प्रभु जी। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय कुंज बिहारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन जमुना तीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hari Bol, thank you for that. Devotees, now let us read the Mangala Charan and let us see. Maybe Mahesh Prabhu, you want to read, Prabhuji?
Yes, I can try, Prabhuji. Thank you. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilita-ena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishta Sthapita Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamyah Dadati Swapadantikama Vande Sri Guru Sri Yuttapada Kamala Sri Guruna Vaishnavasya Sri Rupa Sangrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvita Sanjivama Sattvaita Savadhuta Parijana Sahita Sri Krishna Chaitanya Deva Sri Radha Krishna Padana Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vitashaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dīnabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So devotees, we are about to complete chapter 8, a very important chapter, like all other chapters, attaining the Supreme. Yesterday we read 8:27. Krishna talked about those yogis leaving their body during the light, and another set of yogis leaving their body while in darkness. One goes to the spiritual platform. Krishna says they will not return. And the other one, they go to the higher heavenly planets. But in 27, he explained that although the devotees know these two paths, oh Arjuna, they are never revealed there. Therefore, be always fixed in devotion. So this is a very lot of encouragement for the devotees, lot of conviction for the devotees is that Krishna is saying that do not worry, just concentrate, always be fixed in devotion. And Srila Prabhupada very nicely explained that by concentrating on Krishna, yukta vairagya, you get detached from the material, contamination, and then you become purified, and then you do the devotional service. So it's almost a simultaneous process. When you do start doing devotional service, slowly all your anarthas, material conditioning, contamination will go away. It is like the light. When the light appears, automatically darkness will go away. You don't have to really chase away the darkness. It's a simultaneous process. So here Prabhupada has very nicely explained that for devotees there is nothing. The abode, therefore, devotee is not disturbed by these descriptions because he knows that his passage to the supreme abode is guaranteed by devotional service. So devotees, next verse is going to be our last verse for this chapter. And Krishna is going to talk a little more, and Prabhupada is going to give very nice purport to the next verse also, little bit expanding on what is said on the last 3-4 verses. So let us read that, and then maybe we can discuss some of the recent 4-5 verses, and also maybe the chapter a little bit. Give me a second, devotees. Let us see how many devotees are there. I just briefly wanted to say something. Maybe I can wait. We can discuss about maybe a few moments at the end of the discussion. We need a lot of support, volunteer for our Janmashtami program. Lot. This is our biggest program. So I want to make sure at least the members, the elevated members in this group, they please enroll yourself for the volunteering, whatever is convenient to you. You can help us in the welcome deck. You can help us in the decoration. You can help with the kids program. You can help in prasadam distribution. So there are a variety of volunteering available. So maybe we'll spend some moment at the end. Now, devotees, this is the last verse in chapter 8. Who would like to read?
I can read. Hare Krishna, devotees. All praise to Srila Prabhupada. Vedeṣu yajñeṣu tapaḥsu caiva dāneṣu yat puṇya-phalaṁ pradiṣṭam atyeti sarvam idaṁ viditvā yogī paraṁ sthānam upaiti cādyam. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very nice, Prabhuji. Devotees, you may remember whenever there is a formation of 5 words or phrases, the metric, the way to chant those verses is slightly different. Prabhu did an excellent job. This should be the proper way of chanting this. Otherwise, the regular meter may not work too well because there are 5 words. Okay, who can chant next?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I can chant.
Oh, definitely. Oh, very good.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपःसु चैव दानेषु यत्पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् atyeti तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा yogī paraṁ sthānam upaiti cādyam.
Haribol, Mataji almost sang a kirtan. It is very well done. Haribol. Okay, who is next?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, may I try?
Oh, definitely, Prabhu.
vedeṣu yajñeṣu tapaḥsu caiva dāneṣu yat puṇya-phalaṁ pradiṣṭam atyeti sarvam idaṁ viditvā yogī paraṁ sthānam upaiti cādyam.
Devotees, maybe one more devotee would like to try, because this is again a little different way of formation. If somebody wants to try.
I can translate this.
Okay.
vedeṣu yajñeṣu tapaḥsu caiva dāneṣu yat puṇya-phalaṁ pradiṣṭam atyeti sarvam viditvā yogī paraṁ sthānam upaiti cādyam.
Very nice, Mataji. Very nice. Haribol. Okay, devotees, let us see. One devotee can read the synonym translation, and the purport, I think definitely at least 2 or 3 devotees can read. It's a nice opportunity for all of us. Okay, who would like to read the synonym translation?
I can read, Prabhuji. Also, devotees, Pranam, all good Shri Prabhupada. Vedeṣu in the study of Vedas, yajñeṣu in the performance of sacrifice, tapaḥsu in undergoing different types of austerities, also able certainly dāneṣu in giving charities, yet that which puṇya-phalaṁ, result of pious work, pradiṣṭam, indicated, atyeti, surpasses, tat, sarvam, all those, idaṁ, this, viditvā, knowing, yogī, the devotee, paraṁ, supreme, sthānam, abode, upaiti, achieves, also, atyeti, original. A person who accepts the path of devotional service is not bereft of the results derived from studying the Vedas, performing sacrifices, undergoing austerities, giving charity, or pursuing philosophical and fruitive activities. Simply by performing devotional service, he attains all these, and at the end, he reaches the supreme eternal abode.
Haribol, Prabhuji. Very nice. Hare Krishna. Devotees, maybe one devotee can read the first 2 paragraphs, and then another devotee can read, maybe another devotee can read the 3rd paragraph, then maybe the 4th devotee read the last. So who can read the first 2?
I can go, Prabhuji. This verse, this verse is the summation of the 7th and 8th chapters, which particularly deal with Krishna consciousness and devotional service. One has to study the Vedas under the guidance of spiritual master and undergo many austerities and penances while living under his care. A brahmachari has to live in the home of the spiritual master, just like a servant, and he must beg alms from door to door and bring them to the spiritual master. He takes food only under the master's order, and if the master neglects to call the student for food, that day the student fasts. These are some of the Vedic principles for observing brahmacharya. After the student studies the Vedas under the master for some time, at least from age 5 to 20, he becomes a man of perfect character. Study of the Vedas is not meant for the recreation of armchair speculators, but for the formation of character. After this training, the brahmachari is allowed to enter into household life and marry. When he is a householder, he has to perform many sacrifices so that he may achieve further enlightenment. he must also give charity according to the country, time, and candidate, discriminating among charities in goodness, in passion, and in ignorance, as described in the Bhagavad Gita. Then, after retiring from the household life, upon accepting the order of Vanaprastha, he undergoes severe penance, living in forest, dressing with tree bark, not shaving, etc., by carrying the orders of Brahmacharya, householder life, Vanaprastha, and finally Sannyasa. One becomes elevated to the perfectional stage of life. Some are then elevated to the heavenly kingdoms, and when they become even more advanced, they are liberated in the spiritual sky, either in the impersonal Brahma Jyoti, or in the Vaikunta planets of Krishna Loka. This is the path outlined by Vedic literature. Hari Bol.
Very nice, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So, devotees, let's see. Yeah, maybe one more devotee can read this paragraph, and then the third devotee can read the final paragraph. Maybe Raghu Prabhu, is he here? Raghu Prabhu is here.
Yeah, I can read.
Okay.
The beauty of Krishna consciousness, however, is that by one stroke, by engaging in devotional service, one can surpass all the rituals of the different orders of life. The words idaṁ viditvā indicate that one should understand the instructions given by Sri Krishna in this chapter and the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. One should try to understand these chapters not by scholarship or mental speculation, but by hearing them in association with devotees. Chapters 7 through 12 are the essence of Bhagavad Gita. The first 6 and the last 6 chapters are like coverings for the middle 6 chapters, which are especially protected by the Lord. If one is fortunate enough to understand Bhagavad Gita, especially these middle 6 chapters in the association of devotees, then his life at once becomes glorified beyond all penances, sacrifices, charities, speculations, etc. For one can achieve all the results of these activities simply by Krishna consciousness. Should I continue?
See, Prabhu, if anyone wants to read the last paragraph, it will give them an opportunity. Looks like everybody has read. Maybe Subul Prabhu, you want to read? Yeah, go ahead, Karthik Prabhu.
Yeah, go ahead, Prabhuji. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, devotees, Dāneṣu Pranam. Jai Srila Prabhupada. One who has a little faith in Bhagavad Gita should learn Bhagavad Gita from a devotee, because in the beginning of the 4th chapter, it is stated clearly that Bhagavad Gita can be understood only by devotees. No one else can perfectly understand the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. One should therefore learn Bhagavad Gita from a devotee of Krishna, not from mental speculators. This is a sign of faith. When one searches for a devotee and fortunately gets a devotee's association, one actually begins to study and understand Bhagavad Gita. By advancement in the association of the devotee, one is placed in devotional service, and this service dispels all one's misgivings about Krishna or God and Krishna's activities, form, pastimes, name, and other features. After these misgivings have been perfectly cleared away, one becomes fixed in one's study. Then one relishes the study of Bhagavad Gita and attains the state of feeling always Krishna conscious. In the advanced stage, one falls completely in love with Krishna. This highest perfectional stage of life enables the devotee to be transferred to Krishna's abode in the spiritual sky, Goloka Vrindavana, where the devotee becomes eternally happy. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. You want to add some more thoughts, Prabhu, on this?
Yeah, I think
there
it's more
is
like a summary.
there is one line remaining.
This one?
Oh, thus end the. You want me to read that? Thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purpose to the 8th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of attaining the Supreme. So, I believe my understanding is, Prabhu, this is like more like a summary of what we have learned over the past couple of chapters. I think in this verse, Krishna is kind of telling that the best part of those who are aspiring and those who are following devotional service or engaged in devotional service is that all the fruits that one would attain by performing different types of practices, yogic practices, which were kind of explained by Krishna in the past 2 chapters, will be attained by a devotee who is engaged in devotional service. So, in other words, there could be 10 different routes to reach Krishna, and route 1 to 9 are being described, and those who follow a particular route, for them, the destinations could be different, like as mentioned here, and also Prabhu, yesterday you very nicely explained yourself and all the other devotees in the past couple of days as well, is that there are different abodes. Some aim to get into the Brahma Jyoti stage, into the within the in the spiritual sky. Some of them are like aiming to get into the higher planets within the material realm, which is in Brahma Loka, Svarga Loka, and others. And then some who are really aspiring to get into the spiritual abode. Even there are different levels, starting with Brahma Jyoti to Kailash and to Ayodhya, and then the ultimate destination of Golok Vrindavan. So I think the easiest thing is what was given to us by Prabhupada and by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is following the path of Krishna consciousness and following these principles. I think it's rather easy for those who are following and practicing Krishna consciousness. One, I think learning all of these in the association of devotees, it's going to really help them understand the subject matter in its true spirit, rather than pure mental speculation. I think that's the first, one other takeaway that I kind of read from this purport is that it's very, very important that if someone has to understand the spirit of Bhagavad Gita as it is, it's very important that they understand it through the instructions of a spiritual master or in the association of devotees. I think that's one takeaway point. And then we don't really have to worry about all the other methods and processes that were described. Instead, as if we resort to this one simple process that's given to us, which is chanting the holy names of the Lord, it'll help us attain that ultimate destination. Yeah, I mean, maybe devotees who have read can also add some points, but just sharing my thoughts.
Very nice, Prabhu. You have given a good the detail as well as the essence of this purport. Actually, Srila Prabhupada's each purport can be, we can perceive as a summary of Bhagavad Gita, because he would bring very nicely the essence of Bhagavad Gita into each of the purport, which is bhakti. Even if Krishna might be saying something about dhyana, ashtanga yoga, you would see that Srila Prabhupada is giving a much longer, detailed explanation, because that is the ultimate instruction of Krishna. That even though there are many, many process, methods, like Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here, that a student, for example, in a Gurukul, in the Ashtanga yoga system, or other Jnana yoga system, it's a whole process. They have to, in the older, in the previous, I would say about a century ago, before, not century, maybe 2-3 centuries ago, This was the practice. There was a Gurukul. I was reading an article. There were almost like 30 to 40,000 Gurukuls in India at that time. Then all the invaders came. The first thing they did was that to stop Gurukul. The Gurus were given two options. Stop Gurukul or you will get killed. Learn English and then preach preach the way we want, the philosophy taught. So we can see that today still there are some Gurukuls in many parts of India, but it is not that prominent as it used to be. So in the last century or so, even the modern generation have been brainwashed, thinking that these are all, old-fashioned and, it's all outdated philosophy. What is the point in reading? We should go and learn the modern education and so on. But this was a very purified kind of bringing of a culture, a society, community. They have to start at a very young age of at around 5. Then they'll be under the shelter guidance of the Guru until maybe 25. Then if they want to be in the householder life, they'll get into householder life. Then eventually Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha starts at 50. Because our this ashramas is very nicely designed. Up to 20 years, 25 years, you be in the brahmachari, then you get into grahastha, then vanaprastha, and finally sannyasa. But Srila Prabhupada would explain here. Why not we take some more thoughts? Prabhu, you want to say something?
Yes, okay. Yeah, so it's a very nice verse, and Prabhupada is expanding on what's given in the translation. In addition to the brahmachari and vanaprastha system, Prabhupada is emphasizing here the middle 6 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, which are like the real essence of the Bhagavad Gita, but the first 6 chapters have to lay the foundation for what's going to come in the middle 6 chapters. And we have already covered 2 of them. And Prabhupada is emphasizing how by learning this, one can, but what is really emphasizing is learning this in association with devotees. That's very important. You can't learn this through mental speculation or learning to some other acharyas, but not ISKCON related, for instance. So this is very critical, and as we are doing, learning it along with all the other devotees every day is a good experience in going through this the Bhagavad Gita, and there's something more that we learn every day. I think there's one of the point he makes that so some people don't have much faith in the Bhagavad Gita, but again, it's the same thing. I think I think I already mentioned that about learning it with the devotees. Yeah, that's what I have to say. Thank you.
Very nice, Prabhuji. As Prabhupada is saying, by carrying out this kind of varnashram, especially the ashrama, the brahmacharya, householder life, vanaprastha, one becomes elevated to the perfectional state. So this is the first stage. Then one becomes perfect in the material platform. You become perfect, become a selfless person, good human being, honest. In chapter 13, there are about 5 verses, which is very, very essential. Krishna would explain what are the qualities of a sattvic person. So by following this kind of a process, one become a sattvic. That is the first step. Then out of that, some are elevated to the heavenly kingdom. Some. And when they become even more advanced, they are liberated to the spiritual sky. So in the after reaching the spiritual sky also, they some choose the impersonal Brahma Jyoti, or the devotees choose the Vaikuntha planets or Krishna Loka or Ayodhya. So there are, even in the spiritual platform, there are more and more perfection. If the devotee want, they can definitely. That is why we just concentrate from this. We have to somehow become perfect. We have to get purified. It is explained that even in bhakti, there are 4 types of bhakti. There are 9 varieties of bhakti, 9 steps for the process of elevation. But there are 4 types of bhakti also. Bhakti can be in the mode of tamasic also. That is of certain devotees who really worship Krishna, but they have a lot of anarthas, and they may have jealous, envy about other people and other devotees and so on. But they are also worshipping Krishna. So that is in the tamasic. Then the rajasikis are those devotees, they want to showcase their talent, not more so for Krishna, but they may have several talents, but that become prominent in their seva. That is rajasic. Then sattvic is those devotees who just perform for their inner satisfaction. That I'm getting so much selfless. I'm getting so much satisfaction. I'm ready to do seva for Krishna. But what Srila Prabhupada is saying, and what Krishna is also saying in many verses, is that which is called the nirguna bhakti, shuddha bhakti, Krishna prema, the ultimate, which is completely for Krishna. Devotees don't even do it for their satisfaction. Whatever I'm going to do, it is going to be for the satisfaction of my Guru and Krishna. It may not be, I may have to go through a lot of, challenges in doing that. But devotees don't mind, because I'm doing this for Krishna. They get happiness by doing that kind of a move. So there are, many, many levels, many, many layers. But one thing we know, being in the devotional path as a devotee is much more efficient. It is fast. It is simple. Here we don't have to do all this, brahmacharya life. It is better when you are young. It is better to follow that. The householder is the best ashrama to Srila Prabhupada has mentioned many times. Being in the grihastha lifestyle is very, very good. And with both husband and wife are really, in a very pure mind mood for Krishna consciousness, they really don't need vanaprastha or sannyasa. They can just serve Krishna as they are in the grihastha ashrama. So that is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. Here Srila Prabhupada is saying the beauty of Krishna consciousness, however, is that by one's stroke, by engaging in devotional service, one can surpass all the rituals of different orders of life. Doesn't matter whichever ashrama you choose, or doesn't matter what varnas you are following, it is done. Because this Krishna consciousness becomes part and parcel of it. It is very natural. Doing service for Krishna is what our Atma is wanting to do. We are not imposing something. So once if we understand Krishna consciousness nicely, everything becomes very seamless. That is why Krishna is asking Arjuna to become a yogi first. Once if you become perfect, knowledge, everything, then understand Krishna consciousness nicely, you can do any job. You can be a warrior, you can be a manager, you can be a householder, you can be a brahmachari, any type, doesn't matter. You can be a king, but because your consciousness is now so pure and elevated for Krishna consciousness. So devotees, any more thoughts on this?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Very nice explained, Prabhu. I don't know why the echo is coming. It's Prabhuji, how you explain about the different kinds of bhaktas. with their different kinds of what it's called, like rajasic, tamasic, swatik bhaktas with intention. Their intention very nice, Prabhuji. It's really stuck my heart. And Prabhuji, just would like to add one thing about you discuss about Gurukul, that we do not have Gurukul at this present moment. But in this generation, Prabhuji, in ISKCON, there are Bhakti Vedanta school. So in that school, kids, devotee kids are going and they are taking the lessons, training, and in that school, and they are specially designed to give them the exposure to Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, also the regular curriculum. And I heard that they are doing great in educationally and also spiritually. So Alachua Temple has that Bhakti Vedanta school. And there are a lot of different centers. As for example, in Visakhapatnam, Dr. Nitai Shabini Mataji, she is the principal of that school. Her school is also very big. And she tells in her lectures that the schools, those kids are getting all the training about bhakti path and more discipline. So Prabhuji, that's why some a few portion, but kids, small kids from their childhood, they are getting the Krishna conscious empowerment and exposure through ISKCON. Prabhuji, that's I just would like to add. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Mataji. That is right. You are correct. The schools, let us pray, let us support that more such schools are created all over the world. ISKCON is doing an amazing job. Because that is the time, the first 20 years is what would make us an adult, a good adult, God consciousness adult. But right now, what we are talking about is the majority of the population, they don't have, the system is not even there. That's what it is. But ISKCON definitely, as Mataji mentioned, they're doing a wonderful caiva. We should support such schools, Bhaktivedanta school. What is one question, if I may ask? Very simple term. This is Srila Prabhupada has given. What is bhakti? Now we are at least attaining the supreme. We know that bhakti is the best path. Let us not get into too much of speculation and contemplation. What happens to other people? What will happen? That is, right now we have to take care of ourselves. Like we are in the flight attendant would announce, first, if there is an emergency, put the mask on yourself. And then help them, your even family members. First you. Because unless you survive, you won't be of any use to even take care of your family or other passengers. Similarly, first of all, we have to survive. We have to become perfect. So in that aspect, we have to be very focused on this. So Srila Prabhupada gave a very simple one-sentence answer. What is bhakti? What can be considered as a Shuddha bhakti? Any thought, devotee? Of course, there are many. This is a very vague
Sharanagati or surrender or Sharanagati to the Lord. Basically, just everything that you do, all actions that you do, everything is dedicated to Lord. You are just a mere player, playing the game for the Lord.
Definitely, it is correct answer, Prabhu. As I said, I apologize. My question is very vague. There can be millions of answers to this, but please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji. Prabhuji, bhakti is to be engaged in pure devotional service. And without that, nothing will come. Surrender will not come. And like pure chanting, we cannot do pure chanting without getting into devotional service. Basically, we cannot progress anywhere without getting into devotional service.
Very nice, Prabhu. Definitely. we do agree devotional service is the best process method we can choose, especially in this Kali Yuga. Please go ahead, Mataji.
No, Prabhu, you please complete, Prabhuji, then I can just add.
No, please go ahead.
Prabhuji, as you said, there are many answers of this question. So now I remember about the nectar of devotion. Srila Rupa Goswami explained about with a very nice verse about what is pure bhakti, what is pure love for Krishna, is that anya vilasita sunyam jnana karmadi anabritam anukullena Krishna anushilam bhaktir uttama. So that's what is the uttama bhakti is, where there is no material contamination or personal agenda to love Krishna, to serve for Krishna, and that is the bhakti. Without any material agenda, without any personal interest, just only serving Krishna is the bhakti, Prabhuji. That Prabhuji says devotional service. That without devotional service, nothing will come. So practice the devotional service, and that way we'll get the bhakti, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, Mataji gets 110 out of 100. That is what Srila Prabhupada used to say, that to become really the pure devotional service, you should not do anything with material motive or personal motive. That is the selfless completely. Just not selfless is not enough. Selfless, perfect selflessness and doing devotional service. You should not even have a tinge of personal motive. I'm doing this because I really like it. Yeah, that is good. You use your talent for Krishna, but you should be also able to do seva when you don't have the talent, but you have been asked to do it. Arjuna is very talented. He can easily fight. Nobody has to teach him. He's a master, Maharathi. But at that moment, he is not willing to fight. But Krishna is saying, Tasmat sarvesu kaleshu. Just fight. I'm telling you. Think about me and fight. And he fights. That is what we have to learn. At that point, he doesn't have any personal motive at all. He doesn't want kingdom. He has already said, Krishna, I really don't want this. What is the point? After killing all my guru and my cousins, even if the king, I get the kingdom, I'm not going to be happy at all. I'm not going to enjoy. But Krishna says you have to do this because to uphold the dharma, you have to do it. And he does it. Even though at that moment he doesn't like fighting. He's a fighter. He has been waiting for this fight for 13 years, day and night. Draupadi, they're all, completely, they have been waiting for this day when they can take kind of we can call it as a revenge or responding in a dharmic way for all the injustice done to them. But at this moment, he's not interested in fighting. That is what we should do. Doesn't matter if I don't like also, or if I'm not talented to do something, but if our senior devotees, Guru Maharaj says you do it, because they know. Krishna knows, Guru knows exactly what you are capable of doing it. But anyway, Mataji gets a very good, I don't know, A+ or 100 out of 100. Mahesh Prabhu, please.
It's very nice explanation and very nice point Baswati Mataji gave us, right? Yeah. And I just want to add to that one is like that devotional service. Yeah, we have to do the Nama Sankirtan also, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And I think that Mahamantra will guide us when we are doing that spiritual service or the devotional service to Lord Sri Krishna. Yeah, that's it. I just want to add. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very good. Yeah. All this chanting, Prabhu, preparing prasadam, doing deity worship, doing deity decoration, book distribution. If you look at it, ISKCON has, compiled such a wonderful opportunity. If you just even pick up any one of those, and some of our devotees are very, very qualified in many of the devotional service. They do book distribution, they do deity worship, they do sthānam, all. So it's an amazing, honestly, in Krishna consciousness, the way Srila Prabhupada set up, we really don't have any excuse at all.
Yeah.
Nobody can say, I won't be able to do this. You can at least hear Shravanam, you can just take part in the Kirtanam.
Yeah.
And we honor the prasadam. If nothing else, we can at least, honor the prasadam. So, devotees, any more thoughts on this?
Yes, Prabhuji, I want to add, after realizing the Supreme Lord, we also need to hear from devotees all the pastimes of Lord Krishna. So I just read somewhere, I want to add that.
Oh, definitely, Mataji. Oh, this is one of the questions most people may not understand, especially who are not part of the Krishna consciousness process. They cannot understand what is your ultimate goal. They will ask, what is your ultimate goal? Devotee. Being a devotee is my ultimate goal. Being a devotee, being in the devotional path is both a journey and destination. We are not going to get something that's not our goal at all. This was asked to the Pujari, a very prominent two brothers in Mayapur. They used to do the Narasimha Bhagavan's deity service throughout their life. One Western reporter asked, you've been doing this, what is your next step? What is your goal, ultimate goal? They said that we are going to do the same thing. He could not understand, the reporter. They all, in the material world, we go to school, we get elevated to college, then we get a degree, then we get some professional thing, we get a job. But for devotional path, this is our eternal. There is no goal, but being a devotee is the goal. But if you tell this to somebody, they will think, no, I'm not able to understand. What is that? What is my ultimate realization? Just being a devotee? Yes, even if I reach Vaikuntha, Krishna Loka, I'm going to be only doing seva to Krishna and devotees. That's it. You're right, Mataji. We have to always hear. That's what is happening in Krishna Loka and Vaikuntha all the time. Non-stop glorification of Krishna. We need that.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Devotees, any more thoughts? Shalini Mataji has been quiet. She is thinking.
Prabhuji, to me, I think bhakti means like in any shape, form, however, whether through service, whether through chanting, whether through kirtan, reading, archanam, however, but like thinking of God all the time, non-stop. That is the ultimate goal. Everybody has, some people can do very good kirtan. Some people are good at services. Others maybe chanting is their thing. However, but the ultimate goal is to non-stop be able to connect with Krishna. And just like, like a low-key person is after money all the time, always thinking like a businessman is always like profit, profit, profit. Like that, in bhakti, that is, I think, to me, that would be like the ultimate goal, to be able to remember Krishna.
Najil, sure, Mataji. Definitely. If you see, that is what ISKCON all over, and ISKCON Tampa is also trying to facilitate that. Morning japa, there is a little bit of katha in the morning. Then every evening we are having Bhagavad Gita. Then weekend programs, we have home satsang. Some very highly elevated acharyas come. This weekend we have a program. One of the Maharaj is coming. His Holiness Bhakti Prabhava Swami is coming. He's a great devotee. And then there is book distribution festivals. Our Janmashtami is in about 3 weeks. So there is a constant, and this is the beginning. There is going to be a lot. After Janmashtami, we'll have Radha Ashtami. Before that, even Balram Jayanti. Radhashtami, and then the most auspicious Damodar month, Govardhan Puja, Diwali, Gita Jayanti. Next year again we'll start Nityananda Trayodasi, non-stop. This is 24/7. There is an opportunity to be engaged in Krishna consciousness. Devotees, we don't have much time. If you can very briefly show this, I just created this to summarize this particular work. So, Srila Prabhupada is saying the Vedic type of, the other type of yoga, you can do that. That will also lead to gradual elevation to, perfection state. Brahmachari being, a study under the guidance of a guru, householder life, retired life, sannyasa. Then you select the, Vedic path. The beauty of Krishna consciousness, by one stroke of devotional service, one surpasses all the ritual. This was in the Parpada, So then, the best thing about this bee is that it is natural, it is seamless. We don't have to really do anything extra. This moment, if we were not in Krishna consciousness, we would be just watching some mundane TV, or maybe going through some iPhone, YouTube videos, which will not give us anything, But right now, we are at least, this is an association. We are learning something. We are talking something also. I apologize. Today I have been talking the most, but natural, it is seamless, it is effective. So it is a very practical situation. We can feel it. How many of you feel stressed out because of this process, devotees? Is anyone who is stressed out because of attending a program or listening to kirtan?
More and more bliss, Prabhuji.
More and more bliss. Baldesa Prabhu, he all the time, Prabhu, you attend the morning japa. Why don't you explain your daily 24 hours? What do you do, Prabhu? If I may ask, it will be inspiring for devotees.
So if Shubha Prabhu says, I think it's the best, because he in between, in the work also, he goes for something. I think Shubha Prabhu is the best person to.
No, not at all, Prabhuji. Whatever little inspiration.
Okay, don't show this video to your employer. So what are you doing? But go ahead, Prabhu.
No, Prabhuji. Whatever little inspiration I'm getting from all of you, Prabhuji. Yeah, ISKCON Tampa devotees and everybody are doing amazing seva. And now, as you mentioned, Prabhuji, so now Janmashtami is coming up. We have a lot of seva opportunities. Please invite your friends, as Prabhuji said. That would be a wonderful seva, so that we can engage everybody in Krishna's seva. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very briefly, can you tell us what are the sevas you do on a regular basis, Prabhu?
No, Prabhuji, I'm not.
It will be long. Just keep it concise, because otherwise it will take several hours.
Yeah, at least once a month, or at least we try to do twice a month. Bhagavad Gita distribution at Patel Brothers, or So if you know any event going in Tampa, please let us know. We will bring our own table and we'll display books, and we'll give free Gitas also. Of course, we ask for donation if they can. For English soft, we can give free also. And as Prabhuji said, we all do. I try to do my japa before in Brahma Muhurta. Of course, I don't join. I try to join after my japa. Sometimes I get distracted with kids and all. And afterwards, Prabhuji, of course, we have a small arti at home with family sometimes. And after that, Prabhuji, our regular tasks, and in between, whenever we get time, some coordination. At least I get few calls a week, requesting some seva services, some coordination. And evening with all devotees, this Gita seva, Prabhuji. And night we do kirtan with the family before, and we have a habit of saying good night to Krishna together. Thank you.
Oh, Haribol, Prabhu. Why don't we make a video, Prabhu, one day in the life of Subal Prabhu and family.
Prabhuji, a little inspiration.
And we will make it as a video for Janmashtami. Dear devotees, there are 2 more minutes left. I'm going to take this moment. This is a very important chapter. We went through that. I'm sure we have all gone through this. We learned a lot of things. Krishna is talking about, how he is the Adi Bhuta, Adi Deivatam, he is the Adi Yajña, everything. Then he talks about the life of the Brahma, lifespan. But ultimately, whatever he is giving, you will see that every 3rd, 4th verse is bringing the devotional aspect of it. What happens to the devotees? That's very important. So please, I think we should take this seriously. The devotional path is also not taken for granted. We have to be very pure. We have to be very perfect in that. Then only we can reach the level of the spiritual platform. Okay, but I think everything will happen, So devotees, Janmashtami, it's on August 23rd. The actual festival is on Saturday, August 16th. And our, head temple, which is Alachua, they will be celebrating that in Alachua. So if you have not been to the temple, please visit. They do an amazing, amazing celebration. All through the night, the Maha-arati will be at midnight. That is when Krishna appeared. There will be Mahaprasadam, very nice event. You can spend all day there. Many of the devotees from Tampa will be visiting that. But the next week, which is August 23rd, Saturday, our celebration is called Tampa. We will have it at ICC Hall. We need a lot of seva, Prabhuji. Devotional service. We keep on talking about devotional service. This is a grand opportunity for all of us to be part of it. So please join. First, bring a lot of. We are right now a little low on the participation. We have taken this such a big venue, 2 big halls. We need a lot of devotees to come, not for any show off or nothing to prove anything, but just an occasion to bring all the devotees and congregation and community members together. And just those 3, 4, 5 hours just thinking about Krishna. That's our only goal. We don't have any other goal. So please bring all your friends, families, request them to come. We have posted all the links how to register. Right now, we are little low on registration. So please take this as one of the seva. Even if you can bring 5 families, devotees, we are right now in this group, there are about 12, 13 devotees. So that itself will be another, 100 devotees will be added. So let us do our best. Seva opportunity is there. So please, I'm sure you're all part of many of the groups. There is a volunteer group also. Tomorrow, Wednesday at 6:30, we will have a Zoom meeting, same Zoom link that we are using for our Bhagavad Gita study. Please participate. We are going to discuss all the details, especially tomorrow's concentration is about volunteering. How we can get, we need a lot of, I would say roughly about 50 to 60 volunteers. So, great opportunity for seva. So, any questions, devotees, on Janmashtami? Pavan Prabhu, will you be here in town?
Yes, Prabhuji, I am available on 23rd, yes.
Please, if you can render some service, Prabhu.
No, definitely. Definitely.
I will call you sometime. Prabhu, are you in which WhatsApp group are you a member?
In this only in this WhatsApp group.
Only in this one. Okay, so your name is there, right?
Yeah.
You are registered, as Pavan, your last name, or what do you have?
Pavan Raula, both.
Okay, very good, Prabhu. I will call you in a day or two, Prabhu, and I will very briefly explain. It is nothing going to be overwhelming. It will be very joyful. Yeah. Bring your family also. They can, if you have younger kids, they can participate. We have a kids fancy dress, which will be kind of organized by our Karthik Prabhu. It will be a good 90 minutes or so. A lot of opportunities for kids to participate, perform in various, they can come as Krishna, Rama, various personalities. So I'll talk to you in a day or two, Prabhu, if that's okay with you.
Definitely, Prabhu, definitely.
Okay. And Mahesh Prabhu, you are there always for us. Please bring all your
Very nice. Yes.
Bring your chai pe charcha group.
Yes, absolutely, sir.
We want to make that as Krishna pe charcha.
Krishna pe charcha. Yes.
So please bring. You have a very good, social. I mean, a lot of friends you have. Please bring them. Request them. We need that. Request them to register also, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Our Manish Prabhu, please request him. I will call him also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, and Seva Prabhu, if you are inclined to do some Seva, that will be very nice also.
Yeah.
And Mataji is also great supporter for us.
Shalini Mataji, are you here?
Yes, Mataji, I'm there. You can add me also, Mataji. Whatever service needed, I will be available that day, Mataji.
Okay, okay, Mataji. Have you registered yet, Mataji?
No, Mataji, I can register.
Okay.
Actually, I'll contact you. I am not able to access the link. It's on my work thing. I'll contact you separately about that.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Very nice. Bashwat Mataji, please guide her.
Sure.
We need a registration and for volunteering also.
Yeah.
Harini Mataji, have
Also
you
bring
registered?
your friends, Mataji.
Definitely, Mataji, yes.
Hare Krishna.
I've
Yeah,
shared.
nobody contacted me, Prabhuji. If they give, I will do it. Otherwise, it's okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna Mataji. Shalini Mataji, there are quite a few families, they live in your neighborhood, right?
Yes, I have already shared with all of them.
Okay. Our Malini Mataji is also there in the group. So, yeah. Very good. So please join if you can. Tomorrow at 6:30, we'll have a Zoom meeting. Same link. We can discuss a little more in detail what are all the different volunteering opportunities available. Some of us are already part of it. So please
Prabhuji,
join.
please accommodate me also. I kept asking.
Sure. You already mentioned that you would like to be part of Kids Fancy Dress. You will
Yes,
coordinate with
Prabhuji.
Karthik Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
So devotees, I think we can conclude here. But our main concentration right now, devotees, for the next 3 weeks, Janmashtami. Whoever you see, please, right now everything is electronic, or all QR code registration link is there. It takes less than maybe about 20 seconds to register. Okay. So with that, any other final comments or thoughts? Question about Janmashtami? Okay. I think we are all well equipped for that.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, just one question. The calling party list that was sent out by Upendra Prabhu, is it a cleaned one, Prabhu? Meaning, I think in our previous meeting, we were told that when some devotees have called the 2024 list, I think back in 2024, some of them have moved out of Tampa, or they have moved back to India or something like that. Just wanted to make sure that the current list that we have excludes all those numbers, Prabhu.
Right. Yeah. I'll check with Upendra Prabhuji and make sure we have the 2024 registration list also added to that.
Yes, Prabhu. I would
sorry.
say that the 2024, those who have actually registered and attended 2024 should be the first set of people that we really need to focus on, because they already had an experience of the event, right? So
Agreed, Prabhu. I will check with Upendra Prabhuji, and he mentioned that he will attend the meeting tomorrow. I mean, in future, which is tomorrow. So hopefully we can talk to him more in detail, Prabhu. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Baldev Prabhu, you want to say something?
Yes, Prabhuji. I was telling also again, if we don't clean, we'll be wasting a lot of time, because we already called them, we already noted them. So rather than we call more devotees on the other side, rather than wasting time who are already left Tampa. So it should be done since the list.
Yeah, we will clean up the list. Namananda Prabhuji, are you there, Prabhu? Okay, maybe with this particular thing, to clean up the list, we can discuss little more in detail tomorrow. So I think the time is 9:08. I think we can conclude here. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. ISKCON Temple Sankirtana ki jai, ISKCON Temple Bhagavad Gita study ki jai.
Jai.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare
Bhagavad Gita ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Chapter 8 ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare
Hare Krishna.